Hello, this is Gary MacDougall here, and what I want to share today is how to connect with your soul, and find why your soul incarnated in your body. I want to do a healing first. Our souls know why we're here. Our souls know why we incarnated in our bodies. Our souls know we're here to grow, we're here to serve, or do all these things. But sometimes you don't feel like serving. Sometimes you feel like you just got to be selfish. You got to do some emotional sorting out. You got to heal. You got to grow. Sometimes you just want to get yours. The small mind of the ego is just like, I want a house, I want a car, I want a trip to Disneyland, I don't want a trip to Disneyland. But that's of the mind. But of the soul knows why it's here. So I'm going to help you find out the mission, the reason your soul has incarnated into your body. And it's really easy. It can be a process, but you just have to ask. Because your soul knows. So your mind is just going to ask, but you're going to ask with your vibration. And God is going to tell you, or your spirit's going to tell you, or whatever you believe. To me, God is in everything. So the Spirit of God, the Spirit of the Creator is in all things and can communicate to us, through us. We just have to call it forth. We just have to ask. Why would you want to know? Why would you want to know? Why would you want to know why you're here? What is the reason you're here? What's the purpose of this life? For me, it's to feel alive. It's to feel like I'm here for a purpose. I'm here for a reason. And when I activate that reason, when I act out of that reason, when I come from that place, it just makes my heart feel so alive. It makes me feel like, I could say it makes me feel like I'm pleasing God, but I don't see God as something out there. It makes me feel like the God in me, or the Spirit of God in me, is making me feel come alive. I feel more alive when I do it, when I speak honestly. I'm shifting around. It's kind of scary though, talking about this stuff. This isn't the way we're brought up. I have a smile on my face, but I'm a little bit nervous to talk about this stuff. So there's fears to get through. So I'm going to begin with how to get through the fears, how to let go of the fears, how to call out your healing. But going inwards and feeling your feelings, that's a feminine aspect. And it's in my experience that we can't really find our purpose or true purpose or the divine will or like the Spirit of God within until we enter into that feminine side. There's a masculine side that's opposite to this and just as sacred, and that would be like divine manifestation, like creating the life you want to live, seeing the world you want to see, and being a part of that change. But there's a feminine aspect, and that's healing, and that's something that we're kind of kept away from as child, like not to feel our feelings. We're told not to go backwards. But for me, if I don't go back and heal, if I don't go into my body and heal what's here now, like hurt or shame or sadness or whatever, if I don't heal that stuff, it kind of stuffs down my soul, and I don't hear my soul. I'm not feeling alive. I kind of feel heavy. Kind of just feel like watching TV. That's kind of boring. I'd rather be out there in the garden, or like playing with my kids, or being present. I should say, man, this full moon that just went by last night. A couple of days were intense. You might have had a challenge to be present. I was having a hard time being present with my kids. I felt tired. So that moon, it intensifies. It's the light. Think of the moon, it's like a full moon. It's shining a light into the darkness. And when it's full, it's reflecting more light into the darkness. So it's like everything that's inside, pain, shame, suffering, sadness, addiction, anything, it's being magnified. Fear of what your family's going to think. That fear is being magnified. But we just address it. We just shine the light of the moon into the darkness. It's the medicine of the moon. And you just let go of that sadness and let go of the fear. And then that spirit can arise. Your purpose, your mission in life, and you can express it. So this is the part of my purpose, is to help you get in touch with your body and get in touch with your feelings. So I'm going to start now. Just by taking a deep breath. And just with your mind's eye, with your eyes closed, the two eyes out, but the mind's eye, the light within, the eye that sees within, like that moon that shines into the darkness, you can look within your body and just scan it, from your root chakra, from your hips, up, feeling any fear of what they would think, and just let it go. feeling anxiety about talking on a camera to people about feelings. You just feel the anxiety. Or feel whatever you feel and just let it go. Just by shining the light of the moon within. Or seeing yourself, your body, with that third eye, that eye within that sees. Just feeling it and letting it all go. Facing it. You know, we're kind of trained not to feel our feelings or just toughen up or man up or all these things. We're culturally conditioned to do these things. We just feel our feelings and what happens? They disappear. I've been on this healing path for 20 years. I remember 20 years ago doing workbooks around personal growth and stuff. And what I can promise you, promise you, the more that I've healed my emotions, the more I've let go of shit. And it never lets go. I've never gotten rid of it all. And I've never tried to. I just heal whatever comes up. Become more whole. Let it go. Let go of the sadness. Let go of fear. So that your true essence can shine forth. If I do the inner work, my outer life gets better in every way. And if there's anything in my outer life, like finances are struggling, my relationships are struggling, I don't have to try to fix the finance. I don't have to do. I can check in with my being and check in with what's affecting it. So getting over the anxiety of talking in front of a camera about feelings, speaking with eyes closed, and just scanning the body, and just taking deep breaths. And just grounding. You know what I mean? Grounding, just feeling your feet on the earth. Or calling forth the vibration of the earth. The vibration of the earth is heavier. It's denser. So when I feel kind of jumpy, I'll ground. Being present and just kind of hearing what's around you, just hearing birds outside. I can hear my fridge is on. And it's from the still place. It's from the still place that, I make a prayer to God. Some people don't like prayer because it's religious based, but prayer to me, I learned from indigenous people. I used to go to sweat lodges and ceremonies and pray and ask for this information. Because when we ask from the Creator is in us. It's just our minds don't know. So we just call forth this information from our spirit. And I've done this in the past and all this emotion comes up. So that's why I did the healing at first. You can come back to the healing and do that anytime. Understand it can be a process. When we call, it's the asking, but through meditation we listen. Sometimes that heaviness, the denseness of pain or hurt or sadness, it can cover up. And something wants to come through. I just have to say it. Yeah, it's just about, I just did a post on Facebook, and you can follow me on Facebook or friend me on Facebook, and I talk about this stuff all the time, because we have to have the courage to speak up from our hearts about our souls. It's different, but we need to bring this language through. Spirit wants me to bring this through, so I just surrender to it and I allow it to come through. And the earth, so I got to say this about the earth. It's so many people are spiritually awakening to higher dimensions, but it's also important to ground. It's also important to listen to the earth. I know I incarnated into my body. A part of my mission on earth is to speak to the earth, is speak to all the ways that we're damaging the earth through chemical companies, with farming, with mining. We're polluting the earth, we're polluting water, we're polluting the air. Man, we can have all the money in the world, but if we don't have water to drink or air to breathe, we're finished. And that sounds bad, but just feel the sadness of that for a moment. Feel the sadness that us as humans, and I take responsibility. I drive a car and it burns oil, and I want a free energy or solar energy powered car. That's a part of my process and part of my healing is acknowledging what I'm uncomfortable with and making the change. I'm not being hard on myself. I'm not beating up on myself, and I wouldn't suggest you be hard or beat up yourself. But just feel your feelings around it. On the earth, we're making a transition. We don't need oil to thrive in life. There's so many different ways we can thrive in life. There's so many different ways we can plant more food, dig up your front yard and plant a garden. I did that. But don't do what I do. Listen to what your spirit says, wants to guide through you. Your spirit or the earth wants to speak through you. Listen to that. You'll be guided, and it'll be a lot. You'll feel alive. You'll have so much energy. Before I'd want to sit on the couch and watch TV. Like now I just have energy and I got to get out in the garden. I got to dig. I got to plant. I play baseball with the kids in the backyard. Coach baseball. They all freaking play baseball. And it's fun just hanging around with the kids and being around kids and having fun and playing. You're having fun. You're playing. You're grounding. And you're calling forth why you're here in this body on this earth. It's not to get out. So many people want to get out right now too because the pain's so intense. But when we make friends with pain, we just friendship our pain. Hey, pain, I am your friend. You feel sad and you cry. Who doesn't feel better after they cry? Think of how it rains. The rain nourishes the earth. When we cry, it nourishes our soul because we get that dense stuff out. So many people want to get out. It's like they can't deal with their pain. You just deal with your pain. Get grounded. Heal, feel, let it go. But then you'll start awakening to your power. You'll start awakening to why you're here. And there's nothing to me more powerful than staying true to your soul, staying grounded, and just speaking it and living it. We can all do that. So, eyes closed, looking within, letting go of any anxiety. I've got this cover up. I smile when I'm uncomfortable. And it's always been like that. And I'm trying to get more stoic. But it's not working. It's not working. I still smile when I'm uncomfortable. But just let go of the anxiety. Let go of all that crap. And just call forth your power. Call forth your mission on this life. I said this today in a post. It'd be great if Jesus came down from the clouds and saved us. It'd be great if God saved us. It'd be great if the aliens saved us. It'd be great if something saved us. If the dragon family from China brought in all this gold and paid off all our debt, we'd be debt-free, no mortgage, no student loan debts, no nothing. That'd be awesome. But until that happens, we're the ones we're waiting for, as somebody commented. We are the ones. We can heal ourselves. We can heal this planet. I can, you can, everybody can. And maybe not everybody will wake up. There's like a couple hundred people running this planet right now that own like televisions, that run like the media, runs government. It's only going to take a few to change this planet, to get it healthier. And a part of the few could be you. I know it's a part of me. And I have to humbly accept that and just let the Spirit speak through me. So call it forth, listen. And if a bunch of pain starts coming up, that just means your spirit's pushing it out, the light's pushing it out. And then keep calling it forth. And when you because there's no doubt in your mind when you know your mission. There's no doubt in your mind when you know your purpose. It makes you feel alive. It makes you feel awesome. There might be some embarrassment or fear that you have to let go of so that it can come through, but you can let go of it. Call the Spirit to let go of all the shit that holds you back. Call to the Spirit. Let all the fear go. And then the parents in the schoolyard might look at you a little bit funny because you talk a little bit funny, but that's okay. Because you're happy. Holy crap. So, that's it. So much love to you, so much love on changing the planet. This is a fun process. Healing's awesome. Making friendship with pain is good. Healing, becoming more whole. Not giving our power away to I've been sober for over 17 years, no more drugs and alcohol, but there's so many other drugs. Pornography, drinking too much coffee, all this shit. Your spirit knows what's healthy for you. I'm not going to be a judge. God doesn't judge. It's just our spirit knows. So listen to that. Let go of the shit that's not working for you, not serving your highest good. If you want. This is a free will society. I'm choosing to make me healthy, to make the world healthy, so that my kids can still enjoy this place. The world is beautiful, and I want to protect it. And I want to live in it. And I want so many more generations to live in it. So much love to you. Peace. I'd love to hear your story about your purpose. If you have any questions, let me know. And let's change the world.